time and laugh at it, and I have a story to tell. But there's like moments in my life that I regret because I didn't do anything. I just like turned around and I didn't do it, and I'm like, oh! So if they can invent a time machine, I'm going back in time, and I'm just gonna slap myself upside the head and I'll be like, do it! And like, just do it, because like, you know, just, you have to take these chances. And I think that's how I got over my shyness too, because I was really shy before, and I still am in some situations, like, and I'm just like, I'm like, you know what, if I don't do it now, this chance isn't gonna come by again. And it's how I got in touch, like, with the head of DC Comics, like Karen Berger, or not DC Comics, sorry, Vertigo. You know, she's like the editor-in-chief, and I was so I was terrified, I'll be honest. I was terrified to like go up to her, but it was at Comic-Con, and I had my portfolio, and I'm just like waiting, and I'm waiting, and she is just an incredible woman. And she finally turns to me, and she's just like, can I help you? And I'm like, just do it. And I did, and I showed her my portfolio, and she was just like, she knew, she's like, she gave me some critiques, and she's like, thank you. And then after that, like, she remembered me, and like, if I hadn't done that, I don't know if I would get this job with Grant Morrison. You know, that chance just probably never would have come about if I hadn't actually gotten over my own fears and talked to her.
Is there anyone special you would like to thank for making your dream come true as an artist?
Yeah, I have to thank my sister Artipia. She really helped me when I was struggling, and she basically took control of my life and allowed me to just create art. And I have to thank her for that, because honestly, I was overwhelmed, and she saved me. She's like my I call her my force field. And so I'm really thankful for her. And I have to thank Ken Lum of the Aiden Gallery, because if it wasn't for Ken, I never would have painted. I never would have submitted a painting to a gallery. I would have just like, I would just be doing comics. So I think it's thanks to Ken that I actually painted, you know, because I went to the Aiden Gallery, and he was like, and I showed him, I'm like, oh, I do snowboard designs, but they were all like, they were these drawings on paper. He's like, what do you paint? I'm like, well, I can try. And then I did, and so I had to thank Ken Lum, and you know, I mean, there's so many people I can thank, but I want to thank them, and thank David Freeman for having brought me to LA, because I probably wouldn't be where I am if he hadn't done that. And thank my fiance Tristan, because he is the subject matter for many of paintings, because we have a very sad history, and you know, an artist is fueled by sadness, and so if it wasn't for him and my broken heart, I don't know, there wouldn't be a lot of paintings out there. I have to tell you, Iguana wouldn't be there, No Ordinary Love wouldn't exist if it wasn't for my
where do you think your largest fan base is, and why?
Oh, I think my largest fan base is, I'm gonna say Vancouver, because it's my home base, but I know I have a big following in LA, and apparently I have a huge following in Australia, and I've never been there, and I'm like, really? But apparently there's this huge following there. And I think it's like girls, you know, teens, between 11 and 30. I think that's my biggest audience. Yeah, I think I'm guessing it's because I think for my generation, there's a sense of nostalgia in some of the paintings I've done. You know, like the He-Man painting, and like the Donnie Darko, and so there's all these like cool pop culture references in my art. And then I think like girls nowadays, they love anime, and it's a big part of our culture. So I think they respond well to it because of that.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years, or have you not even planned that far ahead?
I planned everything, but you know what? I plan it, but I swear to God, it never happens. Like, I have all these plans, and I'm like, this is gonna happen, and then all these other things just take, like, they change everything. But if I was gonna plan it perfectly, Helmet Girls,